How to report a complaint with the Office of Equal Opportunity Programs at the University of South Carolina. A protected class is a defined group that is protected by law because it has historically been subjected to unfair or unequal treatment. Protected classes covered by federal law and/or policy at the University of South Carolina includes age, race, color, sex, gender, religion, national origin, disability, genetics, or veteran status. Other laws and statutes require certain members of our community to report allegations of discrimination or harassment based upon protected class status. Title IX, the Clery Act, and Title VI and VII. Because these laws and statutes can be confusing, as a general rule of thumb, the University of South Carolina has an expectation that its employees will report allegations of discrimination and harassment. Chances are, if you are watching this video, you are a responsible employee, that is, a mandatory reporter. If approached by a complainant who asks you to not tell anyone about a prohibited conduct incident, please inform them that you are a mandatory reporter and that to the greatest extent possible, the university will try to honor their requests for confidentiality, but cannot guarantee anonymity. In the case of Title IX violations, however, the complainant can be referred to a confidential resource who can keep the prohibited conduct private. The main location of the Office of Equal Opportunity Programs is 1600 Hampton Street, Suite 805. We recognize that this location is not adjacent to Central Campus or within walkable distance. Therefore, we have established an alternate location in the Thomas Cooper Library. Student complaints can be reported to this location, which is room 108 on the mezzanine level of the library. Another convenient way to report allegations of discrimination or harassment is to visit our website, which is located at www.sc.edu/EOP. On the left-hand menu, there is a link labeled Report an Incident. Once you click on the link, it will take you to the Report an Incident page. There are two links on this page. The Report an Incident link at the top of the page is for general forms of discrimination and harassment. All faculty and staff issues should be reported using this link. In addition, student complaints that do not involve interpersonal violence should also be reported here. The Report Interpersonal Violence link on the right is for all forms of interpersonal violence involving students. This includes dating violence, relationship violence, stalking, sexual harassment, and sexual assault. The link at the top of the page will take you to the EOP online complaint form. The link on the right will take you to the Stop Sexual Assault website. The submission of a complaint does not automatically constitute an open investigation. The Office of Equal Opportunity Programs will immediately review the form and assess the next and needed steps. All pertinent parties will be contacted. The first section on the online form is the background information. This is where you tell us who you are, the type of incident you are reporting, and where it occurred. You are allowed to make anonymous complaints by simply not supplying your name. However, responsible employees are required to submit their contact information. Other individuals should realize that an anonymous complaint is their personal right. However, this type of complaint limits the Office of Equal Opportunity Programs' ability to address the situation effectively. The next section of the online complaint form is the involved parties. This is where you tell us who is the complainant, the respondent, witnesses, persons of concerns. When you want to add another person, click the Add Another button. If you have supplied your name above as the reporter, then you do not need to add yourself here. If other staff or faculty have been involved in the receiving, handling, or addressing of this matter, do not add them in as involved parties. Place their names and describe their involvement in the description section below. We keep a database of complainants, respondents, witnesses, and persons of concerns. We are not interested in having general staff appear in the database. The system then lists a series of questions. These questions will assist us in addressing the reported incident. Please be detailed and specific. Finally, you can upload supporting documents, pictures, emails, text messages, Word documents, etc. Once you hit the Send button, an email will be sent to you verifying receipt of this report. The system will forward you a copy of what you have submitted. Once we receive your report, we send you an additional notice verifying receipt. Then we conduct an assessment to determine if there are any immediate safety concerns, if a relocation is needed, whether this is a matter for EOP or some other office, and when and if an investigator is assigned. We always meet with the complainant first. We advise him/her, they of rights, university policies, our non-retaliation policy. We receive their statement. We'll collect copies of evidence and witnesses. We then do the very same with the respondent, granting him/her, they the same information and rights. We then meet with witnesses to collect their statements and evidence. We also gather additional information on our own. We conduct a very thorough review of all the information and make a determination. If the determination is no cause, that is the end of our process. If the determination is cause, then we will forward our report and our information to the appropriate entity. Thank you for helping to ensure that the University of South Carolina is a safe place to learn and work.